New Brunswick, New Jersey, and the introduction of Crossroads from George Street. It's just like a fixture here. And I remember years ago when I first heard of Crossroads, it was Bill Cosby that basically introduced me to Crossroads. The Bill Cosby.
The Bill Cosby.
And I think I seen something in Ebony Jet magazine or one of those magazines with this Crossroads Theater. I said, well, where's this place at? And someone instructed me over to George Street in New Brunswick. I was in Plainfield at the time. So I came over and I enjoyed it. I remember seeing you down there and talking, and I said, wow, this is a fantastic lady. And she's really showing the energy and the love of theater, which we don't see much and everything. And will you introduce yourself to the people here?
Actually, I'm Susan Settles, and I'm the Director of Audience Development at Crossroads. I'd like to introduce my colleagues.
Okay.
Eloise Robinson.
Hello, I'm the Director of Group Sales.
Sajeen Bala.
And I'm the business manager here at Crossroads.
At this point in the challenge of keeping the theater open, and I don't say challenge playing you guys literally small, but a challenge because there's other theaters around here, and there's competition with movies and DVDs and the internet that offers so many things that people now, I often say that just really be careful with the internet because you wind up back in isolation. You don't have to go anywhere. And I can be on a bus and watch a story, watch a program right on my telephone now. 20 years ago, I would never dreamed of having an iPhone, you understand, or any other web type phone, and being able to do that right there. What's keeping the energy? What's keeping you guys going?
Well, let's back up a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, people can do that, but there's only one Crossroads.
Okay.
There's only one Crossroads, and Crossroads is like no other space in the world. In fact, to me, and actually one of our patrons said this to me, said, it's like coming to Thanksgiving. So what we started with, when we started 33 years ago,
Wow, 33.
we had a handful of subscribers.
Okay.
And each one of those subscribers brought their friends, and then their friends brought those friends. So really, it is one big family.
Oh, okay.
So that's what's keeping us going. We're like blood.
So you still need the subscribers and things of that nature. You still need that. Can people make donations to Crossroads?
Oh, absolutely, Sajeen.
Yes, for donations, you certainly can visit us on our website, crossroadstheatercompany.org, and we have a location there for you to donate, or you can call us. Do you know our phone number?
Absolutely. 732-545-8100.
Okay, go ahead.
And Eloise.
Okay, we also bring groups to Crossroads Theater Company, and we love to bring school groups. Not only are our plays entertaining, cultural, but they're also very educational. So we have many schools throughout the New Jersey area, private schools as well as public schools, that come to our shows on our Wednesday matinees at 10 a.m.
Okay.
It's really interesting because you shouldn't have asked me a question. I just thought about something. One of the things, going back to what makes Crossroads different,
Yes.
our co-founders, Ricardo Kahn and
Yes,
L. Kenneth
yes,
Richardson.
Yes,
they were
yes.
students in the
Yes.
MFA program at Rutgers University.
Okay, yes.
And because they're of African American descent,
Sure.
when they graduated, they found that there was nothing for them to do.
Wow.
So they decided, and the story is they were sitting at, I believe it was Sir George's restaurant. Sir George's restaurant in New Brunswick, and they, on a napkin, they decided to develop or to create Crossroads Theater Company. So the thing that was most concerning to them is they wanted our stories to be told in a positive and accurate way. And that's included in the mission statement. We were founded for the accurate and positive portrayal of people from the African diaspora,
Sure.
thereby bridging gaps of understanding
Sure.
among cultures.
Let me ask you this for you. I talked about the internet earlier, but then there's still those people that, when they look at theater, they say that this is not a place for me. This is a place that, this is something I can't afford. Bougie, this, come on, this is what go along with it. Bougie, these people, this, that, and other. And there's still that slight fear of people actually, coming to the theater and things like that. How do we break that?
I don't think people understand. Crossroads Theater has an all-orchestra seat house.
Sure.
And for what you pay to go to the movie,
Sure.
you could probably come to Crossroads Theater Company. By the time you buy your movie ticket and popcorn, you've already gotten
A ticket at
a ticket at
Crossroads.
Crossroads. And you're seeing professional, world-class performers on the stage. And not only are we regional in this area, we're also international. We've taken 3 productions on tour, including Sheila's Day to South Africa,
Wow.
London,
Okay.
and Washington, D.C., the Kennedy
Okay.
Center.
Sure.
This year, we're going to take a piece called Fly, which is an original work by Ricardo Kahn,
Okay.
to the Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C.
Okay, yes.
So-
I'm very familiar with the Ford Theater.
We walk in deep cotton. Our roots are deep.
Okay. So do you guys actually do like a marketing thing for, not just to just say the common person, but to break that fear? Because there's still that theater. You know, some people see theaters and they still feel like this is not a place for me. What can we do to make them feel comfortable? To come on in, don't be afraid.
Well, that's why we have students come in,
Okay.
because we begin to introduce them to theater
All right.
at a very young age.
Sure.
Middle school and older.
Sure, you need to come a little bit closer because you're not even on the camera. There you go. All right.
Okay. So we do work with the schools
All
to
right.
get the middle school students in, high school students, and so by the time they become adults, they're comfortable with
Sure.
theater.
Sure.
So that's one way we keep the theater growing,
Mhm.
and also introduce a wide segment of our population
Okay.
to theater. Start with the young.
And also, our artistic director, Marshall Jones, really does work to craft a season that appeals to all different kinds of interests and tastes. So at all levels, from all backgrounds, you can always take something amazing away from your experience here at Crossroads.
All right. With that said,
Our mantra is, we hope that you leave here with something that you didn't bring. We hope you leave here with more than you brought.
Okay.
when you came.
all right. Well, all right. As you see, we're in this legendary theater, and you say it's 33 years in the making. I said 20. He said
Well, we've been in this space 23 years.
23 years. Okay.
But our original space was, our original space was the garage of the Hyatt Hotel.
Okay.
It was an old sewing machine factory, and the members had to walk up 3 flights of steps to get to the theater, but they kept coming.
Okay.
They kept coming.
Because they fell in love with
Because they
God.
fell in love with the energy and the space
Sure.
and the community of
All right.
Crossroads.
Okay, well, from each one of you, tell the YouTube and Facebook family and all wherever this is going, because it's going to go all through the web, how they can be of help to this theater, to keep this theater alive.
Well, we invite you first to just come and visit. And I promise you, or challenge you, that if once you're here, you are going to want to come back. Because it's like, take a stand for the unpredictable possibilities. It's something that you're going to gain when you come. So just come. Just come.
And then when you come, I feel as though your experience will be so wonderful and perhaps something that you've never experienced before, that you're probably going to want to share with others your experience here and want to bring a friend along next time you come.
And once you bring a friend along, then you may want to bring a group along, members of any of your organizations you may like to bring along. Or you can do a fundraiser here at Crossroads Theatre. We're very accommodating to fill your needs.
Okay.
We also have a volunteer program.
Oh, wow, okay.
So like tonight, I mean,
Go ahead. And of course, they are handicap accessible. Of course, it's 21st century, so they would be handicap accessible. They have a working elevator and things of that nature. And they have people around here that just generally show you love, that will help you get through it, navigate through the theater. Of course, not to mention the pastries and things that you have.
well, again, I say it's family. And we do have a volunteer program. We have the Crossroads Theater Guild, and they're kind of our the arms and legs of Crossroads Theater.
Okay.
They go out into the community and spread the word. We have the Crossroads Theater Company Task Force, which is made of board members as well as volunteers. And then we
Okay.
have the Junior House Auxiliary, which are students from ages 16 to 21 with help with sales, marketing, concessions, ushering. We also have organizations that participate in mass. Many of the fraternities, sororities, church groups, social clubs, all come to the Crossroads Theatre Company to celebrate different events. Actually, last year, or 2 years ago, we were the site for the Metuchen Edison celebration, 100-year celebration, the NAACP.
So with all that said, we invite you to come join
Yeah.
us, join the family, the Crossroads family.
All right. Can you give them a number or something that they can reach you guys at?
Can you say the number again?
You know what? 732-545-8100. And what's the website?
crossroadstheatercompany.org.
Hello.
Okay.
See you next time.
All right. Okay. All right. Again, this is the American Reverend Zachariah Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now. We're out, and we just come from last week, the Dr. King Memorial down in Washington, D.C. So we're getting out and we're spreading the word of what's going on in the communities and things of that nature. And of course, in this beautiful state, New Jersey, there's so much to do. You know, sometimes we travel away, but we really don't have to. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.